Okay, so me and a friend who let's call Ryan because that's his real name. And we were at one of our favorite restaurants called Moretti's. Well, it was formerly our favorite restaurant, all because of one incident. And this incident is what this video is about. Okay, so we were being served by a waiter known as Walt, or at least that's what his ID said. Part of me thinks his real name is Walter White. And right off the bat, he was giving us cold shoulders. Like, sure, he gave us drinks, but he didn't even give us straws. But of course, his mood quickly changed as soon as a pretty young blonde-haired woman showed up. Then suddenly, the waiter, as if he was bipolar's mood began to change. He was smiling and talking to the pretty young blonde-haired woman as he took her to her seat. Like, I didn't know you could get escorted to your seat, because he didn't do it with us. As soon as she was at the seat, she got a drink. Like, sure, we did too, but, like, that took, 3 minutes for us. It took, instantly for her. And what's even worse is that she got 9 different refills. Like, guess how much we got? 0. In fact, we didn't even get to order our food because Little Miss Princess kept ordering appetizers. While the waiter was stuffing and buttering her up like a turkey, we were over there, starving as if we were in Africa. Except for the fact that they got rations and we did not. Seriously, I would have killed for some goat and rice. But as soon as the pretty young blonde-haired woman left the restaurant, the bipolar waiter had a mood swing and walked back to our table. Me and Ryan, being optimistic, thought this waiter was going to take our order or say sorry for the inconvenience. But instead, the waiter, not even giving us eye contact, said, "Would you like the check, boys?" As soon as the waiter said that, me and Ryan had the same thought as if we had telekinesis, and that thought was that we didn't even freaking order! So we paid a bill anyways because we just don't want to do the waiter anymore. As we were paying the bill, the waiter kept mentioning the word tip as if he was trying to tip us off to something. But anyways, when it came time to tipping, we decided to give him a lumpful sum of 0, 0, 0. Because the exact amount of respect he gave us is the exact amount of money we gave him. And let's just say this didn't go over well at the waiter because he was yelling at us across the restaurant as we were walking out. In fact, he even ran towards the door and prevented us from leaving. And it got to the point where he started swearing and saying slurs at us and even threatening to beat us up. Like, dude, we're just a couple of kids who you just screwed over. Give us some slack. And then our waiter, realizing he couldn't get to us, called the manager. Which was strange because it's usually the customer who does that, not the worker. But then again, he was a Karen regardless. Then the manager came out like a smoldering ball of anger. I guess he wasn't on his meds this time. And then the waiter said, "Daddy, these brats hurt my feelings." So yeah, it turns out that the manager's son was actually a waiter at the restaurant. So yeah, things weren't looking too good for Ryan and me. And then the manager looked at us both and said, "You and your disgusting families are banned. I hope you burn." After this ban, we hit rock bottom and became very depressed. And then we went to another Moretti's. And this time, we actually got served our food by an actually decent waiter. So I guess the man's ban was kind of worthless because now we're just going to a different Moretti's. So thank you for watching. Unless you're that waiter dude, then screw you. Oh, and one last thing. That Moretti's we went to, well, it closed down. So moral of the story, if you don't treat your customers with respect, they won't buy your product. If you'll excuse me, I'm off to go open up a restaurant in a recently vacant space while banning 2 arbitrary customers. Yeah, I'm one petty boy.